Yo, and hello, and welcome to the 186th episode of GameSpeak Podcast. New episodes go up for free feed subscribers every Wednesday in audio format on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, and all of your favorite podcast platforms, as well as in video format on YouTube, so you can see us in stunning HD, where we need you to hit subscribe and click that notification bell. We are now streaming live every Tuesday at 7:40 p.m. CST on twitch.tv/GameSpeak Podcast if you want to catch the show as it happens before anyone else. This show is two childhood BFFs bringing you all things video games. You can find us online at GameSpeakPodcast.com, where we need you to subscribe to our official newsletter so we can make sure you never miss an episode. Also, be sure to join the community in the Facebook group at facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast to hang and talk games with other nerds like us. I'm one of your hosts, JAMAL Jafra, alongside Brent Borat Bass.
Very nice.
Very nice. Yeah. So, guys, we just did our first official GameSpeak Podcast trailer reaction. Mm-hmm. Yeah, to Borat 2, actually.
Yeah.
It was really great.
Which looks great, by the way. You know, spoiler alert. You know
yeah, but
I mean?
Don't give away our reactions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
it was
have
good.
To go
yeah,
check
you're gonna have to go react to our reactions.
Yeah.
With a like, but or a thumbs up, but
Or a thumbs down if you're a fucking dickhead. Just watch our video. You know, we don't care.
Yeah, just
Whatever.
give us the watch. Give us the view.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's gonna go up on the YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/createforsanity. I guess I'll just put it up. Should I put it up tomorrow or should I just?
I think you should just drop it whenever it feels like it's gonna. When you need to drop a bomb, you know. On these fools.
No, but that's the thing. Okay, because
I guess we should give us a set date. Huh?
Yeah, because tomorrow the episode, like the video version of our like podcast, will go up.
I've got an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say we're gonna drop it next week, but then be like tomorrow we'll be like, surprise, y'all, we're dropping it now, like fucking the PS5 release.
We're literally telling them that we're doing this right now.
Oh shit!
So all right, we'll just drop it tomorrow. Fuck it, we'll put it up with the podcast. So yeah, tomorrow, on the 7th of October, watch our check out our YouTube channel if you want to see our trailer react to Borat 2. It's pretty fun. Besides that, Brent, what have you been doing this week, sir?
Man, I've been doing a lot of stuff this week. It's been a fun week. I've been enjoying my life. You know what I'm saying?
What's so fun about your life?
Bro, I carved a jack-o'-lantern with my girlfriend this weekend. That was a good time.
That's fun.
We made like a very traditional jack-o'-lantern, but, you know, I feel like he's looking good.
Traditional?
Yeah. You know, just like basic triangle eyes, you know, fucking square little teeth, you know?
Ah, yes.
But he my boy. You know what I mean?
Did you name him?
Yeah, we named him Steve.
Okay, that's good. That's a good name.
Steven the Pumpkin. He's just chilling on our porch. I went to the fair on the square, but it was like COVID city, so I like grabbed a turkey leg and ran.
I imagine nobody was wearing masks and like
there was a good chunk of people wearing masks, but not everybody. I'm not even tripping. I was just gonna check it out, and I kind of got there too late, anyways. So. You know, that was a bust.
It was a bust?
It was a bust. So then I went to the state park, and I bought one of those. I bought a year-long state park pass, so now I can go out to the state park as much as I want.
Yeah, it's like $65 a year, right, or something like that.
Yeah, it was like $70.
Oh, okay.
It, just to go in for two people, it would have been $14 for the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
during the winter, it's fun going.
Exactly. If you go enough. It's definitely worth $70. You know what I mean?
Also, is that like the global pass, like where you can go to any state park?
I don't think
or is that
global.
Just that one?
I think you can go to anywhere nationwide. In Texas.
Okay.
So I think it's just Texas wide, which is still lots of really good state parks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, Texas wide.
We've been going out there and cooking on a campfire. Like we've been getting like a fucking frying pan and like cooking shit over an open fire.
We used to do that whenever we were kids, and one time we took hot dogs. We took some wieners, dude, and we went to go swim, and then we were going to come back and cook them over the grill. And when we came back, a squirrel had eaten them.
Oh, those squirrels, man, they don't play around. I was like handing squirrels peanuts. They would come right up to me, and just take it out of my hand.
Yeah, I didn't know squirrels ate meat though. That's what creeped me out about it.
I think they'll eat meat if they're desperate. Like, they mainly like nuts and stuff, but they will eat meat
they'll
for
eat
sure.
a pig apparently. That's creepy.
Fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I threw a squirrel a chicken nugget the other day and it ate most of it.
Wow, PETA's gonna come get you, bro.
Is that inhumane?
I don't know. I
was like feeding the squirrel. Why would PETA get mad at me? Like,
I don't know.
I guess because
it's like a chicken nugget.
Chicken?
Yeah, it's like and it's like fried.
I forgot chicken nuggets aren't okay to PETA.
Yeah, but nothing's okay to PETA. Yeah, but I'm sure that squirrel doesn't mind.
No,
the
squirrel had a great
Thanks,
time. Bro. I threw him a waffle fry too. He had a whole little Chick-fil-A experience.
Oh man, now they're all gonna start lining up at Chick-fil-A. Once they get the taste of Chick-fil-A.
Bro, I've also found some excellent television shows this week.
Oh,
I
tell
have to
me
tell you
about them. Yeah.
Okay, so I found at least 3 different really good TV shows this weekend. Some are better than others. I'll start with the worst of the 3. Monsterland on Hulu. By the way, these are all on different platforms too. So if you only have one platform, I got everybody covered.
Got you covered.
So Monsterland is like a horror anthology show. It's kind of like the Twilight Zone, but like way more fucked up and way less mysterious.
way less like thoughtful.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of thoughtful. It's more of like a deep dive into just like
gore
monster, like the monster inside of humans. You know what I mean? I don't know.
So deep.
It's fucking wild, dude. It's kind of messed up. It's worth a watch. It's on Hulu. It's called Monsterland, but it's definitely the worst out of the 3 shows that I found.
Really?
The other show that I'm watching is called Evil. It's on Netflix. Did you see that?
No.
Okay. It's pretty damn good. It's about this, like, fucking dude who's, like, it's basically the plot of The Exorcist TV show. Did you watch The Exorcist TV show?
No, I did not.
Okay, well, there's this priest guy, and he's going around, like, trying to find possessed people and miracles and stuff, and he hires this skeptic lady to follow him around.
I know what you're talking about. It's like one's like a believer and one's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good show, man. It's really interesting. I'm on, like, the 3rd episode or something. I don't know.
Are you starting to believe?
No. No, but it's really good though.
Absolutely not.
But it does, like, I used to have night terrors a lot when I was a kid. Not night terrors. I used to have what's it called when you're like awake but you're asleep?
Oh, sleep paralysis.
Sleep
yeah, I have
paralysis.
that.
Yeah, I used to have it when I was a little younger. I've only had it like twice in my life, but it was absolutely horrifying, and like I like hallucinated and shit. Really scary stuff. And they talk about that a lot in the show, which is really interesting to me. So, that's one of those phenomenons that, like, really, really is interesting to me. I don't know why.
Yeah, dude. Because it's terrifying.
It is terrifying, and it's weird. It's like, I don't know. The
it's
fact
like,
that your brain could just do
this?
that, yeah, like... Yeah. But yeah, that's a good show. It's better than Monsterland, but it's not as good as the other show I found on Amazon Prime, which is The Boys. Have you watched The Boys?
I have not watched The Boys. I can't because it's superheroes. Like,
no,
I'm just
you
so
can,
bored,
JAMAL.
dude.
You can watch it, and you just have to watch one episode and you'll be hooked. It's not one of those where you have to watch a bunch of episodes. Like, if you're not hooked after the first episode, I will refund your money. I will go pay for your Amazon Prime subscription, dude, for that month if you are not satisfied with.
I mean, I have Amazon Prime, so I can watch it.
I will give you $13.99, dude, if you are not a fan of The Boys, okay? You just have to watch one episode. If you're not hooked after one episode, this is the best show I've seen in fucking forever, dude. It's better.
Really?
Yeah, it is so good, dude. Like, it's not your typical superhero bullshit. Like, it's really, really good. Like, I can't even, like, say anything other than how amazing it is without... like ruining the show for you. It's just like you have to check it out. Like, just try one episode, just one single episode.
Okay.
It's well made. It's well written. It's like, it's just fucking really good. Like, I can't believe I haven't watched it sooner.
I've heard it's like Game of Thrones level good, but my thing with that is that no show ever ends well. So it's like, I don't want to get hooked on this show and then like, especially since it's not complete. Like, I don't know. I just don't want to start a show that's not done yet.
I mean, that's real, but dude, trust me, you want to start this show, dude. It is like, it's better than like The Handmaid's Tale on Hulu, which is like one of the best shows I've seen in a long time. Like it's really, really good. Like it's got it all, man. It's got action, it's got drama, it's got comedy. It's fucking amazing, dude.
Okay, I'll check it out. I'll watch the first episode before
Just watch
next week.
one episode, dude. Just
see how
watch
it
the
goes.
first 30 minutes of the first episode, and you will be fucking hooked.
What are they, like hour-long episodes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
dude, it'll fly by, and then you'll sit there and just like, I chain watched like 5 hours of this shit the other night
Damn.
because it was that good. Like, man, dude, I'm telling you. Anyways, sorry, rant over. What have you been doing this week?
Oh, I've been watching Dragon Ball Z. I'm at the Cell Saga at this point, so
Nice.
I don't think I have much left. But once I'm done with that, then I guess I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, if you need something a little more adult, a little more.
Are you saying that Dragon Ball Z is not adult, dude?
I'm just saying, bro.
What even is your power level, bro? No, but no, it's really good. Actually, it's really good.
Did you watch One Punch Man? Did you like One Punch Man?
I did watch One Punch Man.
It's a lot like One Punch Man, kind of.
Stress Coffee wants to know, what show were you talking about?
I was
Brent?
talking about The Boys on Amazon. Have you seen this, Stress Coffee? Well, I'm sure we'll get a response eventually.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
there's
say,
like a delay in
yeah.
the stream, so.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So we were talking about The Boys, and I'm gonna have to watch it. But I didn't Okay, so I've been watching Dragon Ball Z, obviously. Now I need to figure out which anime I'm gonna watch next. He says 2 episodes.
What do you think?
Yeah,
Stress Coffee. Whenever you get a chance.
Yeah, whenever you get the chance,
get the time,
let us know.
you know.
You can be part of the episode, just hanging
just
out.
join on in.
Yeah.
Anyways, Dragon Ball Z though.
Yeah, Brent, you're still missing out on one of the best shows that ever happened.
Dragon Ball Z.
No, that's 12-second delay on that. But Brent, it is Hunter x Hunter, and one of these days you're gonna watch that show, and you're gonna be like, "Why didn't I watch this show?"
Well, I'm gonna have to watch this show because now all these shows I just listed are shows like basically my girlfriend started watching them with me, and now she's like, "Oh, well, you got to watch all these together." So I'm gonna have to find something I can watch by myself. You know what I mean? So Hunter x Hunter will be the show
Hunter
when that
Hunter
time comes around.
The way to do it. But and I've been looking at like a lot of random what are the best animes? There's one called Monster apparently that's really good.
Bro, you haven't seen Monster?
No, I haven't. Is it good?
It's really good. It's kind of a slow burn, but it's one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life, dude.
That's what I've heard. I've heard it's like not just a really good anime, but just like one of the best
it's so good. It's a lot like Dexter or something. I don't know, like the vibes you get from it when you're watching it, but it's like dead serious and like fucking. Like I said, it's a little bit of a slow burn, but it's really good. Like if you commit to it, it's one of those you'll think about for like years. Like, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna commit to it, but I gotta finish DBZ first, and then we'll watch that. But anyways, I'll check out The Boys. I'll talk about it next week.
I think the Dragon Ball Z video game might be the next game I go to.
Yeah, do that. That way you can get the whole story. But I was so hyped on watching the show again that I almost bought the game. But I was like, dude, I'm not dropping $60 for this.
I wonder if there's a way we can like share Steam accounts.
Yeah,
Probably
I'm sure I
not.
could just log into your Steam account and then like play it, but you wouldn't be able to be logged into yours when I'm logged into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they got it on G2A for like $30-something, and I was just
that's not bad.
Yeah,
G2A goes hard.
But I wasn't about to drop $30-something either. I was like, I'm already watching it. I'm not gonna play through it. But anyways, let's jump into the gaming news, Brent.
Yeah, let's do it.
Just so you guys know, we are using articles from gaming news sites from around the web, and we do not claim any of the material as our own. We are simply giving commentary on said articles. Let's start this off with a biggin. This is by way of Tyler Fisher at comicbook.com. The long-rumored Nintendo Switch Pro has been leaked by a retailer, suggesting the rumors that next year Nintendo will look to add an upgraded version of the Switch to the already existing Switch and Switch Lite family of consoles. If true. The leak comes way of Media Mark T, a relatively major retailer in Europe, which recently updated its website with multiple references to a Nintendo Switch Pro. In fact, the console will populate when searching for the Switch, Switch software, and Switch accessories, or at least it did. By the time you're reading this, it's quite possible references to the console will be erased from the site. Unfortunately, this is all the retailer leaks. While there are multiple references to a Nintendo Switch Pro, there are no details shared about the console, which does possibly point to these being placeholders based on all of the rumors of an upgraded Nintendo Switch that have been circulating lately. So Nintendo's obviously never mentioned Switch Pro. This is all just based on this leak, but I think it's real.
Yeah, I mean, with the accuracy of these leaks lately, I feel like it's pretty safe to say that there's probably Nintendo's working on some kind of new Switch model.
They kind of have to. They have to at this point.
Yeah, especially to keep up with next-gen games. I mean, if they're going to be dropping next-gen shit, they need something that can at least port a lower quality version of the game. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Imagine how bad it's going to be going from your 4K 60 frames per second like Xbox or like your PS5 and switching over to your Switch and like looking at it. You're just gonna be like playing an N64 basically.
You're gonna notice it a lot more for sure. If once everybody adjusts to 60 frames per second, like hopping over to that 30 is gonna be like, ugh.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be really bad. I don't think people realize how bad that like the FPS is actually gonna affect. It
really is
games.
Noticeable if you go back and like play some shit on Xbox One or something after you've been playing PC for a little bit.
Yeah,
like, you'll see the actual jitteries, especially like when you turn fast and stuff.
Yeah, dude. I'm excited to see what the Switch Pro is going to be. What do you think they're going to add to it?
Well, 60 frames per second, I think, is going to be probably what they're going to target. I think probably even existing Switch games will be rendered.
Nah, you're crazy. Nintendo don't do nothing like that. Like that. They'll be like, we thought about it, and we were like, nobody wants this. It's like you guys wanted motion control, like fucking hats. And
honestly,
they'll be like, what are you talking about? The Switch Pro is a motion controlled hat. And it's like, okay, all right.
I bet we have at least a 1080p screen on the Switch itself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I think it's like 720 right now or something.
Yeah, it's 720. There needs to be a way to get 4K gaming on Switch. Like maybe if you some weird upscaling
I mean, there's a way, but I don't think that they're going to do it. I think 1080 will probably be what they target. That's my guess.
No, for the handheld, but I'm talking about whenever you put it in the dock.
Yeah,
the dock should,
Switch Pro needs to have a 4K fucking dock for sure.
And have a way to plug an Ethernet cable into the back of it. There's no way to directly connect your Switch to the internet or like to your router right now. The only way to do it is through Wi-Fi, which is stupid. It's like, like if you plug it to the dock, there should be a way to connect directly to Ethernet, I just hate that.
And
about
I feel like
Nintendo.
The dock itself should just be like more heavy duty, I want like a heavier, chunkier,
I want a thick boy.
I want it to feel like the Pro Switch, I want it to be like made of like aluminum and shit.
Aluminum.
I don't know, like high quality aluminum.
I want it to be made out of Dr. Pepper cans.
No, I'm thinking like the aluminum they use on like space shuttles and shit. I'm talking like some fancy fucking like shiny ass.
Oh, dude.
I
want them to use Element X.
Element X. Dude.
Yeah, dude. Anyways,
just
what you got over there?
Powerpuff Girl, just like. Let's see. Sony has invited a number of Japanese publications and YouTubers to get a closer look at the PS5. I won't go on and on, but basically you can go on YouTube and find a bunch of Japanese people playing
the PS5.
The PS5. And you can watch it in action. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's it's what everybody expects it to be.
Yeah, did you see, I don't care about NBA 2K whatever, but did you see the comparison video of like the PS4 version and the PS5 version?
No, was it?
It looks crazy.
I did see a comparison video between Spider-Man PS4
and PS5.
And PS5.
How's that looking?
Well, the main thing you notice is the 60 frames per second. You know what I mean? Like they have it all slowed down. Like it's at like half speed on both videos, and like when Spider-Man's swinging half speed through the video, he's just like and then on the PS5 he's all smooth and like swinging. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I like. I like smooth. But Yeah, on the NBA thing, like basically the way you could tell the difference between the PS4 and the PS5 is one looked like potato and one did not. So one looked like real people that were just really sweaty for some reason, and then the other one just looked like potato people. Like,
Still, though, you remember, I mean, it felt the same whenever they put out the Xbox One and you're looking at 360 versus Xbox One. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, man. I'm excited for next gen.
I am too.
So Gabe Gerwin at GameSpot says, Nintendo has revealed when Minecraft Steve and Alex as an alternate skin will be coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which, by the way, they got announced. The legendary blocky explorer arrives in the game on October 13th. If you thought his moveset was going to be simple, you are in for a surprise. Steve's taunt includes eating a steak, and his standard jump is too short to get up to most platforms. However, he can also build blocks to get to these, and his midair jump is high enough to reach them as well. He can even block characters from recovering after getting knocked off the side. Steve's regular attacks include a swinging sword move, as you might expect. Holding the button down will let you walk forward and backward while swinging, which is useful for defending yourself in tricky situations, but it has pretty short reach. His side smash is a sweep attack that only exists in Minecraft's Java edition, while his axe is used as an anti-air attack and to juggle enemies. The pickaxe is used for mining from the ground and for a dash attack that quickly closes gaps. It also looks like Steve will excel and control space, whatever that means, regardless of the map. If you do manage to get in close, however, he could be in trouble. Just like in Minecraft, you can even upgrade your weapons to increase them from wood to iron and even diamond. They can break, too, leaving you without some of your attacks. You can craft using resources gathered from the ground and walls, and these differ depending on the surface unless you're playing on a battlefield or Omega stage. On the Minecraft-specific stage, you'll find the same resources located on the same spots on the ground, regardless of the biome you're playing in. Even if there is snow, you will find stone and wood to harvest and use for your weapons and gear. It's important to keep track of resources when playing as Steve, but not as necessary to always know where your crafting table has gone. It can be summoned nearly instantly when you need it. Steve has an attack similar to PK Fire that lets him set the ground alight, which should help with preventing fighters from dashing in, while his magma block works as another anti-air attack. You can even use the magma block to hit fighters on platforms above you. A Minecraft ability lets you quickly close distance on enemies and run them over for use damage, and a powered version is even faster. As noted above, both Steve and Alex are playable as alternate skins of the same character, and each has 3 color variations. 2 other skins include Endermen and zombies. So
That's cool.
lots of Minecraft stuff happening. A lot of people were hoping it was going to be Master Chief because this was like the Microsoft.
Yeah. You know, obviously the Minecraft guy fits into Smash Bros better than Master Chief. You know what I mean?
No. No, apparently, like Microsoft, it was like a Microsoft France or something, like their official Twitter thing. Somebody asked them, like, how come no Master Chief? And they were like, he wasn't invited yet or something like that. So there might still be a chance, possibly, but
it just doesn't make as much sense. I mean, Minecraft
Solid Snake is
exists
in there.
on Switch already, though. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But, you know, like, it is weird that Snake is in there. You know, you got Snake.
Yeah.
You also have freaking Cloud, you know? Like,
yeah, Final Fantasy VII's on Switch, too, though. The OG one, I guess. You know what I mean?
now, like,
Just Joker would be a good example. But then again, Persona Scramble's supposed to come at some point.
yeah,
But
I
then
guess
it
they
never-
all have, like, some weird connection. But, you know, Master Chief would be dope. I think it
Yeah.
would be awesome.
Agreed.
Anyway,
I don't think anybody would complain, you know?
No. But Minecraft Steve doesn't really get me too hyped, so it is what it is.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Members of the multi-international video game piracy group Team Executor are facing multiple felony charges.
Woo!
The U.S. Attorney's Office of the Western District of Washington announced Friday. Max Loron, Yunang Chen, Gary Bowser, yes, that's really his last name, were all charged with 11 felony counts. including wire fraud, trafficking in circumvention devices, and conspiracy to commit money laundering. These defendants were allegedly leaders of a notorious international criminal group that reaped illegal profits for years by pirating video game technology of U.S. companies. So it goes on, but basically these guys are all facing charges, and they should be going to court pretty soon. So
yeah,
serious business there. Watch out, pirate people, because they're cracking down on y'all.
Well, it's especially whenever you're fucking with Nintendo.
Yeah.
Basically, they're the ones that created like the homebrew shit for Nintendo's consoles. I don't know how far back it goes. Like, I think it might be the Wii.
Hang on, it says it somewhere in here. Yeah. I know they recently did one
or the
for
3DS.
the Switch and the 3DS.
Yeah.
So that's how far back it goes.
And I don't think, like, I mean, I know they did it and claimed that it was so, like, people could, create their own games for it or whatever. It made it easier for people to create their own, homebrew stuff. But really, it was used to just get, like, games illegally onto there. So.
And it says there's dozens of other people involved in the organization, but these are the only 3 people that are getting charges.
It's a dozen people. It's like it was 12 people in this team called Executor or whatever, but only 3 are being charged. Yeah. So, but
it says more than a dozen members.
Oh, more than a dozen.
So,
okay.
I mean, at least 12.
At least 12. Yeah. It's a big group, and they're like all over the world, I'm guessing.
Yeah, all over So, shady shit going on. Don't be doing shady shit.
Yeah, don't do illegal things, guys. Put that marijuana down. I'm looking at you. I'm watching you. I see you. I see you right now.
Lighten up the devil's lettuce.
And if I see you, the FBI sees you.
Most importantly, God sees you.
You're going to jail, okay? And then hell. No, but anyways, so Matt Patches at Polygon says, Capcom's Resident Evil franchise is a stalwart of the survival horror genre, and somewhat unexpectedly, the foundation for a highly successful film series. Very unexpected. I think those movies are horrible. Overseen by Mortal Kombat director Paul W.S. Anderson, the Resident Evil movies ran for 6 installments between 2001 to 2016. Only now do we realize this was just the beginning. The zombie-filled property is very much alive. On Tuesday, Capcom and Constantine, I guess, Film, the company behind the original movies, announced that writer-director Johannes Roberts of 47 Meters Down, whatever the fuck that is, would helm an official origin story adaptation set in 1998 in Raccoon City. The film will star Kaya Scodelario from Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales as Claire Redfield, Hannah John Kamen from Ant-Man and the Wasp as Jill Valentine, Robbie Arnell from Upload as Chris Redfield, and Tom Hopper from the Umbrella Academy as Albert Wesker, Avon Jogia from Zombieland Double Tap as Leon S. Kennedy, and Neil McDonough from Yellowstone as William Birkin.
I need to see pictures of all these people.
Yeah,
I have no idea who these people are, but I'm sure they're great.
Yeah, the reboot is eyeing a 2021 release. Quote, with this movie, I really wanted to go back to the original first 2 games and recreate the terrifying, visceral experience I had when I first played them, whilst at the same time telling a grounded human story about a small, dying American town that feels both relatable and relevant to today's audiences, said Roberts in a news release. Thank you, Roberts.
Yeah, that's refreshing to hear. That's exactly what the Resident Evil story needs.
That's what it should have been.
Yeah, that's how the movie should have been originally.
These stupid Paul W.S. Anderson bullshit movies where he just wants to watch his wife run around like...
Oh, I hate those movies so fucking much.
Dude, did you see the Monster Hunter trailer or teaser?
No, I don't even need to see the monster.
It's the same thing. Like
with big swords?
No, it literally shows fucking... What's his wife's name?
Mia Jovovich or whatever?
Yeah, Mia Jovovich or whatever. On the back of a Humvee with a turret, and they're like driving through the sand, and like
that's exactly how the Monster Hunter games are.
And a big Diablos monster like comes out of the sand, and they're just like, whoa, and it's just like
oh, we should have done that for the fucking reaction trailer, dude. Oh my
I know. I had
goodness.
already seen it though, so I was like, "Damn, I shouldn't have watched this."
Wow.
but
Man,
yeah.
I really hope this movie's good. So wait, is this separate from the 2 different TV shows
Yes.
about Resident Evil coming
Yeah,
out?
this is going to be its own, like, it's going to be a movie, like a full film.
Nice, man. Resident Evil fans have a lot to be excited about. We got Resident Evil 8 coming. We got 3 different
like
movie slash
film,
TV
yeah.
show adaptations. That's exciting stuff, you know?
Yeah, very exciting. Anyways, what you got?
Let's see. Okay, more Minecraft stuff. They apparently had Minecraft Live 2020, and they talked about a lot of Minecraft stuff. But apparently, Minecraft is getting a Caves and Cliff update, and it's set for release in summer 2021.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are excited about this.
Yeah, it's gonna apparently like expand the cave systems and like the underground biomes and stuff. So, you know, a lot of cool shit, you know?
Yeah, and new mobs or whatever. They're adding like new enemies, like one that can sense you with vibrations. So
Ooh,
like
that's terrifying.
Yeah, it can't see you, but it can feel you.
It's supposed to have like smaller caves, or not caves, but like you know, passageways in the caves, like tunnel systems and stuff you can go through. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, they're also
know?
adding like goats like on mountains. Like
you can never have too many goats.
Yeah, they're fixing apparently the cliffs are going to be more cliffy, more mountainy and stuff like that. I don't know.
It's exciting stuff, you know.
Very exciting.
There's a new archaeology system coming where you can like get a little brush and like brush stuff off and discover things underground.
Get artifacts.
You know, so that's kind of fun.
Yeah, I wonder what that's going to do. I'm pretty interested in that.
Oh, and they're putting stalactites and stuff in the ground, like in the caves and
Yeah.
shit. It should be pretty cool. There's like a 44-minute long demo on YouTube you can look at if you really want to get a deep dive into what they're gonna do. So
I like that. So Tanner Deadman at comicbook.com says some next-gen game bundles from Bethesda featuring some of the biggest series like Wolfenstein, Prey, and Dishonored have leaked ahead of their official announcement. One of the collections, the Wolfenstein Alt History Collection, is already available on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and has been out for months, while the other is called Dishonored and Prey, or the other called Dishonored and Prey, the Arcane Collection, is apparently new. Some listings for the games that went up early have shown that they're planned for the next-gen Xbox systems. Both collections were spotted on the ESRB site as ratings for each went up this week, detailing the game's contents that should already be familiar to those who've played any of the games from the franchises. The Dishonored and Prey, the Arcane Collection, and the Wolfenstein Alt History Collection were both rated separately, but only for the Xbox Series platforms, which shows they'll be coming to the Xbox Series X and Series S. There was no mention in the platforms for the PS5, which means that the PlayStation 4 version of the Wolfenstein Collection that released in June may not be making the next-gen jump. Free upgrades are, of course, always a possibility, but given the relatively recent news of Microsoft acquiring Bethesda, there's reason to believe a next-gen version of a collection or two like these will only come to the Xbox Series X.
All those games are going to be really great in 4K.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they're going to look real nice next gen.
Yeah,
with the little upgrade, you know, a little tweaking. You know?
The frames. Yeah, like if they upgrade the frame rate and everything, that's going to be really cool. And a lot of people were like, well, what, you know, why I thought there was going to be smart delivery. And it's like, yeah, there probably is. They still have to re-rate it, you know, like if it's going to be on that system. I don't think you're going to be charged to play these games if you have Game Pass.
Well, they also have to realize, you know, there's a lot of people that probably never played any of these games, you know what I mean? And this will probably be their first, you know, like go around with it, especially if you buy this new console.
Yeah.
And then you have this launch window of games, which is, you know, I mean, there's enough games to get by. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're gonna want a little something extra.
Yeah, I'm sure if you bought the Wolfenstein Alt History Collection on Xbox One, I'm sure it will have smart delivery for the next gen.
I'll be surprised if these don't come to Game Pass also.
Oh, they will absolutely be on Game Pass.
You know what I mean?
100%. Like, I think all Bethesda shit is going to be Game Pass day one because it's first party now.
Yeah.
If it's first party, Xbox said first party, all the games will be day one Game Pass, at least for the console, not for PC. But anyway, so I'm excited about that. You know, I want to see what more happens with this. This is starting to show the exclusivity that Bethesda will now have.
Ooh, man, the impact, dude. This is gonna be a big deal.
Oh yeah, dude. Critical.
Okay. Let's see. Among Us players have started to experience different types of cheating when they hop into matches. Thanks to cheaters, players have had their nicknames edited, their entire crews ejected at the start of a match, and had games where there was an extra imposter. The 3-person studio Innersloth has been trying to tackle the problem. We're rushing to get an account system in place so we can have a better moderation and reporting system built around that, Among Us programmer Forrest Willard told Kotaku. Also, getting help with making these servers better at detecting and blocking hacks, and investigating client-side hack prevention as well. I'm sort of scrambling to get all the right people in place, but I'm attacking it from multiple angles so it can get better in many ways, hopefully all at once. There is no reward, cosmetic or otherwise, for winning Among Us, which makes the presence of cheaters and griefers particularly odd.
Well, I think people just like being trolls. They just
Yeah.
have fun with it. Also, I mean, if you're playing on PC, it's probably people streaming and like just doing it as like like they're like, "Oh, watch, we're funny," you know, like.
I jumped in a match the other day, and like the guy just went around the cafeteria and killed like all 10 of us in like 5 seconds. He just like stab.
Really?
Yeah, he just killed everybody in the room and like instantly won. Like,
Which is definitely cheating.
yeah, no
because,
doubt. There
like,
was no cooldown on his kill whatsoever. And I think you can maybe edit that, but like it didn't even do like the animation or anything, I'm sure, because he was just like insta stabbing everybody. Like,
Yeah. Also, like if you see a body, it automatically reports it, right?
no, on PC I have to report the body. I actually played a game the other day where I walked past a body like 5 times without seeing it, and then like finally I was like, oh snap, there's a body. Right
Really?
there. Yeah.
Whenever you play it mobily, like it automatically reports it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a setting or something. But anyways, yeah. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
So Steve Watts at GameSpot says Cyberpunk 2077 has reached a production milestone as CD Projekt Red announced that the game has gone gold.
Heyo.
Yeah, the studio took to Twitter to mark the occasion with a promo image showing Keanu Reeves' character, Johnny Silverhand, holding a gold Cyberpunk disc. Going gold is an industry term to describe finalizing and certifying the game code that is pressed to retail discs. It usually comes shortly before a game's release date to allow for production time, but it signifies that official work on the game or the base game is completed. The work doesn't end there, though, as many modern games also come with day one patches that may squash some remaining bugs or add quality of life fixes and tweaks. Going gold also makes the possibility of another delay pretty low, given that it's already been delayed several times. So that's good news.
Yeah, that's what's really exciting here is that it's probably not going to get pushed back again now.
Mm-mm.
You know, I think that's really what going gold it gets people excited about. You know what I mean?
This is it. But we still don't have a release date, so
No. Well, do we not?
No.
At all?
I don't think so. I thought they
I could have swore they had a release date.
let's take a look.
Yeah, take a peek. Freaking, I got this stuff pre-ordered, man. I'm so excited, dude. I can't wait to play Cyberpunk. Like, of all the games that I've been waiting on,
Oh, never mind.
that is the one.
It's set for November 19th.
Okay,
so
like right around the new console launch.
yeah. Exciting.
That is exciting. I can't wait to play it. If it's gone gold, man, they should just go ahead and pop that bitch out. You know what I mean? It would be smart. I feel like they'd sell more copies of it if they went ahead and just.
Well, they still got to
drop it now.
produce. They got to get all the production
Yeah,
going.
you're
They don't
right.
have anything to give
Just
you.
drop it, dog. You know?
Just throw it.
Throw the digital at me, dude. I don't
Just
care.
burn some disc, dog.
Yeah, that's exciting.
All right, what you got?
Let's see. So basically, I won't go into it too much, but before too long, you'll be able to put your Pokemon from Pokemon Go to your Pokemon Home,
And then
from
to your
there
Switch.
to your Switch. Yeah.
I got you.
It's a one-way street, though. You can't just swap them back and forth all day. So, you know, be sure you do what you want to do. And also, I think it might cost Pokecoins on the Pokemon Go end, which is kind of some bullshit, but such is life, you know?
Yeah. I don't play that anymore.
Well, I'm just excited to get my shinies and stick them in. Hopefully, I'll be pissed if I can't do that. But I want to get all my shinies from Pokemon Go and put them in my Switch, you know?
Yeah, I guess. No. I just don't care. I'm waiting for that open world Pokemon. I think I'm officially just done with Pokemon until like Pokemon Snap comes out. Obviously,
Oh my god.
I'm gonna do that.
You
But
gotta
like
do that,
whenever it
dude.
comes to the mainline games, like I'm just done. Like until they give me something worth playing. Like Sword and Shield was cool and all, but it was like I was bored with it like pretty quickly.
I have the DLC and I haven't even fucking like
Touched it.
Yeah.
It's just like it didn't feel right. Like it felt like it was like, okay, just a literal reprint of the last game, but it's like a little bit open, you know, like it's like it's like, I don't want these tiny little things. Like just give us Breath of the Wild. Give us the fucking Pokemon game we've always wanted. You know, like
I agree.
1997.
I also liked Sword and Shield though. Like I just think my problem with Sword and Shield was it felt a little too easy. Or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What I mean?
It's just this. It's like they made it like a kid's game.
Yeah.
And it's not a kid's game. We are men now.
We're adults.
We are adults, and you will treat us like one.
Yeah.
Zzz, zzz. Okay. Kevin Knezovic at GameSpot says members of the multinational. Oh wait, we already did that one. Sorry. Okay, we already did that one. Here's one. Okay, Jeremy Winslow at GameSpot says developer Criterion Games, in collaboration with Burnout Paradise Remastered, co-developer Stellar Entertainment, announced that Need for Speed Hot Pursuit will be remastered for Nintendo Switch, PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One.
Cool.
Yeah, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered drops this November. More specifically, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered launches on November 6th for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One, and November 13th for Nintendo Switch.
Burnout Paradise must have done really good because.
Oh yeah,
you
for
know what
sure.
I mean?
I love Hot Pursuit though.
Hot Pursuit is one of the best, man. Of all the Need for that one and Underground 2, dude.
But
Those
Burnout's not.
EA?
Is it EA?
It
is
is.
EA. Yeah. Okay. Criterion shared a reveal trailer alongside the announcement and some gameplay. Among the many improvements made to the game, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered comes packaged with newly enhanced visuals, all the main DLC that adds 6 more hours of gameplay, and over 30 challenges and cross-play multiplayer support, powered by Hot Pursuit's social networking technology Autolog. Through Autolog, players can compete against each other in asynchronous multiplayer, as well as share their experiences, pictures, challenge, competition lists, and stats with other players across the world on any current generation platform. There currently doesn't seem to be any plans by Criterion to bring Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered to PS5 or Xbox Series S and Series X, although it should be playable on those consoles via backwards compatibility. So...
Man, what they need to do is do Underground and Underground 2 like they did Tony Hawk 1 and 2.
Dude, they're so stupid for not doing that.
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
Dude, like, they need to remake that, like, dude, that was just an era.
Bro.
That was just a fucking, like,
that
literally.
Whole Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift fucking era, dude. Like, everybody was into
Get
that.
low.
The music on those games,
Dude.
man. Oh, you can't do those games without, like, getting the whole soundtrack relicensed and everything.
That might be the problem.
Yeah.
That might be why they haven't done it yet. But, I mean, Tony Hawk just did it. They
Yeah.
can do it. They can fucking
They can
do
do it. They could even do it like Tony Hawk and add more music and make it better, dude. Like,
Oh, dude, can you imagine just playing like
I
Need
can
for Speed
imagine it,
Underground,
dude.
like fucking just customizing your fucking car?
that's all I want, dude. I just want a racing game where I can put ridiculous, like, 30-inch blades and fucking, like, neon lights and
yeah,
shit,
dude, the neon lights were so dope.
Oh, man, dude.
So cool.
Get
Anyways,
me excited over here. Okay. Since launch, Call of Duty Modern Warfare has been the most notable example of ballooning sizes of games. Even at launch, its massive 175 gigabyte recommended installation size was surprising, but it's since grown beyond the capabilities of an entire OS SSD. Right now, Call of Duty Modern Warfare cannot fit on a single 250 gigabyte SSD, which prevents you from updating the game if you've somehow decided to dedicate an entire hard drive to just one game. The increase in size has been steady over the months as both Modern Warfare and Call of Duty Warzone grow, but it finally reached this tipping point with its latest update. So that's pretty crazy, man. If you got the whole game, like Modern Warfare and Warzone, installed on your computer, it's over 250 gigabytes of space.
Well, if you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? You need to get yourself a bigger hard drive is all I'm saying, you know.
I mean, I'm fortunate enough to have a pretty large hard drive, but damn, dude, like a quarter of a terabyte, dude. Like,
hey, and it's free. Well, I guess if you have Call of Duty with Warzone, then it's not. But
if you just have Warzone, I think the download size is a little small. It's like 100 and something gigabytes, but still,
that's still ridiculous.
Still ridiculous.
Yeah. Who needs anything else besides Warzone?
And then fucking Black Ops is going to be coming out pretty soon. It's like, are they going to expect you to download that shit on top of it all?
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
I guess they imagine you'll uninstall Modern Warfare and put that one on there, you know.
Oh, that's crazy to me, dude.
Anyways, it's all you. I'm out of news.
Okay. We talked about most of this stuff. Hang on. Let's see. Oh, another perk for Xbox Game Pass. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscribers can take advantage of a new perk that is sure to make anime fans happy. Until October 24th, Game Pass Ultimate members can claim a free 60-day trial of Funimation Premium Plus. So yeah, check out some anime if you're if you're a Game, Pass.
Yeah,
subscriber.
It's definitely handy, you know.
And let's see. Okay, NVIDIA has announced that they're going to push back the release of the RTX 3070 because of all the stock issues they've been having on the other two releases. So instead of coming out early this month, it will come out on the 29th of this month, which is suspiciously the day after fucking AMD's supposed to do their new GPU reveal. So
yeah, they're gonna try and take the wind out of that.
You know, that's a little
out of that sail right there.
It'll be interesting to see what AMD drops. So the end of this month should be pretty interesting for computer enthusiasts. Silent Hill For the Room is available on GOG for $10. It's the first time it's been available to purchase since it was available on the Japanese PlayStation Network in 2012. So that's exciting. Marvel Spider-Man on PS5 is going to have the costume from the Amazing Spider-Man. The Andrew Garfield Spider-Man will have his Spider-Man costume.
The one that kind of looks like a basketball.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you see that they're making a Enter the Spider-Verse movie, like a live action film?
What?
Yeah, like apparently that's happening. And
that's weird.
It better have Tobey Maguire.
Bro, if it doesn't have all the different Spider-Man actors, like I will be so mad. It needs to have all of them. It needs to have Tom Holland. It needs to have Tobey Maguire. It needs to have Andrew Garfield. It needs to have the fucking cartoon Spider-Man.
Like that guy, somewhere in there somehow.
We need a live-action Spider-Pig from the fucking cartoon show.
Oh, my gosh.
You know
it's all got to be there, dude.
It's got to be there, dude.
Tobey Maguire better have an integral part, too. I don't want no bullshit. I
want Tobey Maguire to be the sad Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's the emo. Or like whenever
like
he's dancing in the third one.
No, I'm thinking, you know how like at the beginning of the cartoon Enter the Spider-Verse, there's the rundown Spider-Man that's like, you know, that needs to be Tobey Maguire. And then the perky Spider-Man needs to be Tom Holland, the one that like dies at the beginning.
Then obviously Miles, you know, right? No. Would Miles Morales be in there?
Definitely.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely. I feel like you might as well just do the same story but with live action acting, you know what I mean?
Which I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's what they're gonna do. Like I honestly I have no idea what they're gonna do because I don't know anything about it. But I just saw them people posting about it, being like it's actually happening. So I was like, wow,
weird,
interesting.
Last bit of news. Apparently, the remastered Spider-Man PS5, the PS4 version remastered. They have recast the face actor for Peter Parker, and now it looks suspiciously like Tom Holland, even though it's not Tom Holland, it's somebody else. But it's like a dollar store Tom Holland now. So
that Walmart, that great value.
Yeah, do with it what you will.
Why though?
I don't know. I think maybe to promote their Spider-Man brand. I don't fucking know. I have no idea. But now it looks like Tom Holland instead of the last Peter Parker, which I don't know. I feel like the last one looked pretty good. So
whack.
Whack, indeed.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't like Tom Holland. I like, no offense to Tom Holland. I just don't. There's something about him. Like, he just looks like a 12-year-old.
Dang.
You know?
You just don't like Tom Holland, dude?
I don't like him as Spider-Man. Like, I don't like
That's the only thing I like Tom Holland as.
He's like 12-year-old Spider-Man. Like,
He's
even though he's like literally like 30, you know, like he's not 30, but he's like 26 or something. But he looks 12.
That's the problem, okay? All the previous Spider-Mans have been too old. You know what I mean?
You're crazy. Tobey Maguire was Spider-Man.
Tobey Maguire
Nobody will take that away from
was
him.
Spider-Man. Okay, I agree.
And I don't care how many people hate on Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. Like, he was Spider-Man.
Is it wrong of me to think that they all did a pretty good job as Spider-Man?
I mean, they all did a good job.
You know what I mean? Like, I think Tom Holland did just as good a job as any of them, you know? I think Andrew Garfield did a great job as Spider-Man. I honestly haven't watched a Spider-Man and been like, oh, man, this one sucked. You know what I mean? Like, I liked all of the Spider-Man movies, you know?
That's for sure.
I think everybody's got their preference, but...
Yeah.
I don't know. I like them all.
I agree.
I actually kind of like seeing the little differences between the ones, you know, but I don't know.
Well, maybe the Spider-Verse will give us all what we need.
That's what I'm saying.
Just a little bit. Is that all the news you got?
That's all the news I got, except I've got the PlayStation Plus games for this month.
Drop them.
So for October...
Scoot this way a little bit so you can get up in the camera. There we go. Yeah.
Scoot on over
They
here.
need to see that face.
Let me scoot here.
You want to make it in Hollywood? No, I'm just
So PS Plus games, we got Vampire, which, you know, I've heard isn't the best game ever. And we got Need for Speed Payback. So if
which
you wanna...
I've also heard is not the best game ever.
But still, if you've got the Need for Speed and you just can't wait for the remastered, whatever that other game we were talking about
Hot
is.
Pursuit.
Yeah. Still not the best month ever, but not the worst month ever. There's a leak that suggests that next month's game will be Bloodborne, so that's kind of exciting.
That's nice. I feel like they've done that before, though.
I think they have done that before, but still,
Once
if you
again.
missed it, it's one of the better games out there. So,
well, that's it for this week's gaming news. We're going to jump on over to this week's releases, where I'm going to let you know which brand new games you can buy in the next 7 days, starting with Skate Master Checo, coming to... or maybe Tucheco, I don't know, but it's coming to PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on October 7th for $4.99. And Skate Master Tucheco face even crazier stages in Tucheco's biggest adventure yet. The challenge is also bigger. That's why Tucheco now is able to perform deadly attacks, smash, pulverize, and destroy, but never lose that gorgeous smile. Okay. And then we have The Watchmaker. Coming to Switch, PS4, Xbox One, October 8th for $14.99.
Make watches.
The Watchmaker is a puzzle adventure game that takes place inside a giant clock tower full of gears and platforms. The main character is Alexander, a keeper of the clock tower, who realizes one day that his precious clock has been sabotaged, making time run wild. Then we have I Am Dead, coming to Switch and PC October 8th for $19.99. I Am Dead is a charming puzzle adventure game about exploring the afterlife. Morris Lupton is the recently deceased museum curator of the tiny island of Shelmerston, who is reunited with the ghost of his dog Sparky, only to discover that a disaster is about to destroy his beloved island. Then we have Mortal Blitz Combat Arena, coming to PSVR on October 8th for free-to-play. Experience the fast, dynamic battles in virtual reality with Mortal Blitz Combat Arena, an online free-to-play PvP game in the Mortal Blitz universe.
I'll have to check that out because the original Mortal Blitz was like a Time Crisis kind of like it was like a cover-to-cover shooter where you're like basically just hiding behind barrels and like shooting stuff. So I don't know how they're gonna make that a multiplayer game.
Yeah, it's just in that universe.
Interesting.
You know?
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
The original one had really good graphics, so hopefully this follows suit.
Nice. And then we have Ride 4, coming to Xbox One, PS4, and PC on October 8th for $44.99. Get ready to break the boundaries between game and reality. Ride 4
drives through your fucking TV.
Ride 4, the complete motorcycle racing simulator, brings the challenge to a whole new level of realism. Okay.
Just driving through your fucking living room. It's like Jumanji, just like...
Oh, gosh. The Alliance Alive HD Remaster is coming to PS4 on October 8th for $29.99. The Alliance Alive is a JRPG with an intertwining story involving 9 characters and strategic turn-based gameplay mechanics. And then we have Iconfell coming to Xbox One, PS4, Switch, and PC on October 8th for $19.99. Iconfell is a heartwarming turn-based RPG about a school of magic and its troublesome students. And then we have The Survivalist coming to Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC on October 9th for $24.99. The Survivalist is an adventure-filled survival light sandbox game set in the escapist universe that combines crafting, building, and monkey training as you explore procedurally generated islands. Okay.
Gotta have monkey training.
Of course. And then we have FIFA 21 coming to PS4, Xbox One, PC, October 9th for $59.99. Win as one in FIFA 21. Whether it's on the streets or in the stadium, FIFA 21 has more ways to play than ever before, including the UEFA Champions League and CONMEBOL Libertadores. Yeah, I'm sure you guys know what that is. Someone who plays soccer knows. And then we got Ben 10 Power Trip coming to PS4, Switch, Xbox One, and PC on October 9th for $39.99. Based on the hit animated series, Ben 10 Power Trip sees Ben team up with longtime rival Kevin 11 to battle the evil magician Hex. What? Okay, so Ben 10, I feel like, was a thing when we were like preteen.
Yeah.
Like, how is it still getting games? Like, I don't understand.
Fucking Kevin 11.
I
bro.
guess, dude.
Yeah?
Kevin 11, dude. Bush did Kevin 11. And then we got The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners coming to Oculus Quest October 13th for $39.99. In The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, freedom of choice and visceral combat offer players a new way to live survival horror and a deep-rooted VR gaming experience.
Man, I heard that's going to have a pretty big boost on the Quest 2. There's quite a few games that have been announcing that they're putting through a patch for Quest 2 that's going to like put in volumetric lighting or this or that. So a lot of developers are really stepping up their shit for Quest 2. Sorry. Just throwing that out there.
I like to hear that. Then we have Robotics Notes Elite coming to PC October 13th for $59.99. Bringing a new challenge to adventure games, Robotics Notes Elite is an enhanced version of the vibrant Japanese adventure game Robotics Notes, the third installment of the Science Adventure series. What the fuck? Okay, and then we have G.I. Joe Operation Blackout coming to Xbox One, PS4, Switch, and PC on October 13th for $39.99. G.I. Joe Operation Blackout is a classic team-based third-person shooter game where you play as your favorite characters from Team G.I. Joe and Team Cobra. And then we have Little Witch Academia VR Broom Racing coming to Oculus Quest on October 13th for $29.99. Based on the hit anime franchise, Little Witch Academia VR Broom Racing lets you fly around the sky and use magic with Akko and the other LWA characters. Okay, and then we have Torchlight 3 coming to Xbox One, PS4, and PC on October 13th for $39.99, bringing fans back into its fast-paced dungeon crawler ARPG universe. Torchlight 3 presents a vibrant world filled with hordes of creatures to hack and slash your way through. And then finally, we have Prinny 1 through 2 Exploded and Reloaded coming to Switch on October 13th for $59.99. With Prinny 1, 2 Exploded and Reloaded, brings together Prinny Can I Really Be the Hero and Prinny 2 Dawn of Operation Panties, dude, in one explosive collection of games. I do
like
not
I just had
know.
a stroke.
Tell me about it. I'm the one that had to read that. I just still don't know what I just read, but but that's coming out, so hope you guys are excited for that.
Oh, jeez.
Anyways, yeah, so now we're going into currently playing. Brent, what have you been playing this week?
Oh, man, I've been doing it all, bro. I've been playing lots of shit. Well, I'll start with the obvious ones. I've been playing Among Us a lot.
Oh.
I've been playing Avengers a lot.
Oh.
I've got my Iron Man, like, almost maxed out on Avengers. Like, he's, like, super fucking high level. So I'm excited about that. I've been playing the Mafia remake. I finally finished the Mafia remake. The story's really good. I highly recommend it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How's the second?
Huh?
How's the sequel?
Of what?
I thought they did a remake of the sequel as well. No, it's just the first one, huh?
They did the trilogy, but the second and third game didn't get. They just got like some
upscaling.
The first game got completely remade, so I only bought the first game. I didn't even buy the trilogy.
Gotcha.
But then I've been playing Skyrim with like a bazillion mods. I've been putting just like so many fucking mods on it. And it's pretty great. The
Thomas the Tank Engine one?
No, usually when I do usually when I do mods, I like turn the dragons into Thomas the Tank Engine, or I'll get zombies and make them into Teletubbies or something. But this time I'm trying to like make the game more immersive, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I was like trying to up the graphics and stuff like that. And also I'm cheating a little bit. Like I'm adding some like, XP, like I'm making myself level up faster and shit, you know what I mean? So
okay.
I ain't got time for all that, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with my like super modded out Skyrim. And then I got Star Wars Squadrons, which everybody's freaking out about right now, but I've been having a lot of like technical issues with Star Wars Squadrons.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm not the only one. First of all, I only want to play this game in VR. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I only want to play it in VR, and fucking, I got it on Steam VR, because I was like, I don't think I can play it on the Epic Store in VR or whatever. And I started playing it, and it's just like every time you turn your head, like the picture will stay here, and like my like head will go over here, and then the picture will come like later,
like a huge latency.
Yeah, like huge latency, like weird frame rate issues. You know what I mean? And then I go online, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's the Steam VR version." Blah blah blah. It's like if you get it on the Epic Game Store, it works fine. Blah blah blah.
What the hell?
I know. So I refunded my fucking Steam version of it, and then I got it on the Epic Game Store.
It still does the same shit.
Well, on the Epic Game Store, it'll play fine for like an hour, and then it'll start going blip, 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 you know what I mean? So I got to restart the whole fucking computer. It could just be my hardware, but like...
that sounds like a cache like problem. Like it sounds like it's like not, you know how like the issue with like Morrowind on the Xbox where like over time it slowly starts to get bad.
It's weird how it just immediately is bad on Steam and then like on Epic or Origin.
I'm sure they'll patch it.
That's what I'm thinking. It seems like it needs a patch. I've heard people say that playing it on the normal, and that's another thing, it's a little bit blurry. Like the inside of your cockpit in VR looks like fucking real. Like it looks like all the screens and shit, it looks like you're really sitting in the fucking cockpit. But then, like, as soon as you look past the glass on your fucking, like, window, everything outside of the fucking cockpit looks like a fucking, like, 480p. You know what I mean?
Wow,
like, flat.
that sucks.
And it's not, and, like, everybody's, like, super cool with it. They're like, oh, it's so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm not experiencing the same experience as everybody else. Like
everyone else is getting like this perfect, like beautiful game.
I don't know, man. Like, and I'm usually like super optimistic and positive about everything VR. You know what I mean? But it's like I'm having a really hard time endorsing this game just because I've had such a hard time playing this game.
So you still haven't seen the game like in any good sort of way?
No. See, like that's the problem. Whenever I'm like playing it and like I get it to work right. It is a lot of fun. Like, the game itself is fun, and I'm being a little, 480p is, like, kind of an exaggeration. It's not, like, that bad.
I just picture, like the Star Fox level in Super Smash Bros. 64. Like,
it's not that bad. It's just not, like, as crisp as I want it to be. You know what I mean? Like, I would rather them take the texture away from the inside of the cockpit a little bit and focus a little more on the stuff outside, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's like I feel like they expect you to just be like staring around the inside of the cockpit and be like, whoa, this is so cool. But then like
shit's going on outside.
It's like, just take half of the fucking resolution you use to make this cockpit look so amazing, because the inside of the cockpit, it legitimately looks real. Like, it's like, it looks so fucking real. But like, I don't know, man. Just I feel like they could have made it look a little less real and make the other shit look a little more real and like found some kind of middle ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not as good as I wanted it to be, but I'm thinking when I get that fucking RTX 3080 or whatever and come back to it, it'll probably be a little smoother and shit. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Either way, I'm just trying to be zen. You know what I mean?
I'm trying not to let the dark side consume me.
I'm hoping for a patch that makes it a little more playable soon, but you know. Anyways, so that's my experience with that. What have you been playing?
Not really much. I mean, I've been playing Warzone Season 6, got a dub, you know, but like...
Nice. You got enough space on your hard drive for that shit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like all I got, you know, like it's all I play right now. Like I've just like, I keep playing it. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I don't want to play anything else. Like, there's just really nothing grabbing my attention right now is the problem.
That was me with that UFC game for a long time, dude. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I just throw up on the mic. No, but the UFC game, dude, like, I played that for, like, 300 hours last year or some shit. Like, it was, like, stupid how much I played that shit. So,
dude.
I feel you, you know? When you get stuck in a game, dude, you just can't. That's kind of me with the Avengers right now. I can't stop playing Avengers. I've got, like, 60 hours in that game.
I feel like, well, okay, well, I guess Avengers has nothing to do with it. But if I were to join a Brazilian jiu-jitsu gym, would you join as well?
Yes.
Like here in Conroe.
There's one in Conroe?
Yeah. Like
I would definitely join.
And then it's like you go at like you know, they have like classes throughout the day, and then you, like whenever you pay for the membership.
Is it a Brazilian jiu-jitsu gym or is it an MMA gym?
It's Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but they're trying to expand it to have boxing as well. Like they're looking for a boxing coach right now apparently. Or like a trainer, but right now they just have like a bunch of Brazilian jiu-jitsu guys.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you know what kind of jiu-jitsu it is? Is it like Gracie jiu-jitsu?
No,
it's
it's not Gracie. It's God dang it,
Eddie Bravo jiu-jitsu or
I don't know. Because there is a Gracie gym here in Conroe as well. Like literally right by my apartment, there's like a Gracie gym, like just down that way a little bit. But sorry for everybody listening to audio, but this is important because it might become part of the show if we're just talking about fighting all the time. But
bro, we should make a second show that's about
Brazilian jiu-jitsu. No, I'm just kidding. We call it the Brazilian. And then, like, people are like, what is this? Is about, like, waxing? Or is this about, like,
you just have to come
fighting?
find out,
Yeah,
you
and
know?
then you can find out. And we're all about waxing. No, but...
Little do you know. It's about both.
But, yeah, so, yeah, we got to check that out. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'll go do it with you, for real.
And then I've been playing some Among Us on mobile. I finally got my first victory as a imposter.
Oh, nice. That's
Felt
always
good.
a good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like, I'm just good enough at lying to all of you.
Bro, I, like, have gone into the room and, like, killed somebody and then look over and there's somebody just standing there. And then I'll, like, report the body and be like, oh, it was Yellow. I went in the room and he was standing there with the body. And then I'll just kick Yellow off. I've won the game that way. Just
Really?
Like, yeah.
I feel like if you're like, I saw Yellow do it, and then they kick Yellow and he's not the imposter, then they all just hit the emergency button and then kick you.
See, I feel like I'm the one that rushes to the emergency button, but I feel like 90% of the time people are just like, there's a lot of really dumb people playing that game, dude.
Like I hate it whenever you start the game, like it just starts and then
like
somebody
4
hits
people
the
leave?
No, they hit the community like emergency button or whatever, the meeting button, and then it's like, hey, I just wanted to say hi to everyone. And it's like,
dude, we always kill
yeah,
that
we
person.
kick them immediately. It's like they're just trying to get kicked. Or like, there's like one guy that every time, no matter what, would be like, pink is sus, pink is sus, pink is sus. Like, and we're like, why? Just felt like saying it. It's sus. He's sus. And I'm like, what is this, like a third grader? Like, are we playing?
Probably.
It probably is.
More than likely.
I'm like, the challenge of being an adult playing video games.
The trick is to turn off that first level because like most like little kids and shit don't realize you can turn on the other 2 levels. So if you just go to those other rooms, you find a lot more like adults. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I feel that. But anyways, that's all I've been playing. I need to add something to the the repertoire of games that I've been playing, but I just haven't found anything that's drawing me in yet. I'll find something before next week though.
Yeah, you will. Cyberpunk's coming pretty soon, baby, so it's not gonna fucking matter. Are you gonna play that shit when it comes out?
Absolutely.
You have to. I mean, we have. That's gonna be like a cultural phenomenon.
Watch it suck. This is the worst game ever made. Yeah, like Keanu Reeves tries to distance himself from it, and
it just ruins his whole
career is gone. But anyways, so. That's it for currently playing. If you want to let us know what you've been playing, you can drop it in the Facebook group at facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast or in the comments below. We'll talk with you about it. And then we're going to jump on over to the topic of the show. Today's topic of the show is horror games that need VR.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, I think we're going to maybe do like kind of a horror theme all October. So
Spooktober, dude.
It's going to be spooky, episodes coming at you.
Yeah, for the rest of the month. But so I don't know if we've done this topic before. I went back to try and see if we had, and I couldn't find anything. So if we have, sorry guys, but I'm sure it'll be different.
It was long enough ago to where our opinions have probably changed.
Mm-hmm.
And I've played a lot more VR stuff since then. So I feel like a lot of these things, a lot of concepts. Like, I wouldn't consider back in the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And one of the games that I have, is not an existing game that it's one that I feel like should exist. But, so I kind of took some liberty with this topic. But
that's okay.
Let's get it going.
All right. I got a bunch of them.
I got all of them.
No. I mean.
Okay, yeah, I'll knock out the one of them that I think should be done is Bloodborne. I think that would be really cool in VR, but from a first person perspective, if you had to really focus on the way that you use your weapons and stuff like that, a kind of almost a remake of the whole way that Bloodborne works, make it a whenever an enemy swings at you, you have to be able to come up and block it, or you have to jump at the right time and things like that, but use motion control with it, with the Oculus controls. I think that would be cool.
Be interesting, because a big part of those games is the stamina system and stuff. You know what I mean? So it's would you incorporate that?
No, I say get rid of the stamina system. Make it
You'd
all
have
based.
to do something, because without the stamina system, you lose 50% of the fucking challenge, I feel like. You know what I mean?
Well, not really, because, okay, imagine you're having to use your own body to, whenever somebody's about to swing at you and stuff like that, you have to
duck, dodge.
Yeah,
dive.
you have to duck and dodge and do all that stuff. It's almost like doing Beat Saber, or that one where you have to get into the form of whatever's coming at you, but it's more of a combat situation.
They do have a game kind of like that called Until You Fall, or something like that, I think. And it's you fight big boss guys with swords, and you have to duck and dive and parry and stuff.
So take that, but put it at, just do Bloodborne.
Yeah.
And you go through the whole game like that.
That would be pretty sick. I could see it. I could see that'd be kind of scary as fuck.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I want it to be scary too. Imagine, all those creatures you fight in Bloodborne,
dude, even
but
just
in first person.
The town people would be fucking scary as fucking Bloodborne, dude. Ugh.
Everything about it. I just feel like it would be. It's something that should be done. I just feel like it's untapped potential to have a Bloodborne or
just any kind of Dark Souls
type game.
Souls type game, yeah, it would be sick.
Yeah, in first person, make it happen.
Yeah, I honestly think that From Software, and From Software has experience in VR. They made a game called Deracine, which is a walking simulator, it's pretty fucking slow and boring, which is kind of out of character for them. But we know they can make a VR game that at least looks good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's they could do it. I think they could do it.
For sure.
Okay, so my first one would be The Evil Within 1 and 2. It would be a double pack, fucking Tony Hawk. But it would be in VR.
Yeah. And it's just a remake of them?
It would be a remake, and it would be done Hellblade, basically. So, Hellblade just basically did the same game that, normal vanilla Hellblade game, but, in VR. you're in the Hellblade world, and you see like a person-sized Hellblade girl in front of you, Sinuwa, yeah. She's standing in front of you like the same size as like a person. So it's like basically a third-person game, but the character is like as big as you are and in front of you.
And you just over the shoulder or what?
Yeah. But there's also different ways you could play it. Like, you could make her giant, or you could also play in, like, diorama mode where she was, like, really little, and, like, she'd be running around the... But I think the most effective way to play it was, like, when she was, like, a, 6-foot-tall person in front of you running and, like, sword fighting. And, like, dude, this would be sick with the Evil Within. Like,
oh, yeah.
It would just be so scary, like, having the monsters all around your little character and stuff. And, like, I don't know. I would be really into that.
Yeah, the game's definitely got a good spook feel to it. I didn't play the second one, but the first one. I
didn't either, to be honest. I played the beginning of the second one. That's one of the main reasons I'd want it, is so I could play the second
through
one.
It. Yeah, I think the first one, at the very beginning, just that part would be so insane in VR. Like, where you're, like, sliding down the blood chute, like, you know?
And I think a lot of people think, okay, it has to be first person for VR to be effective or to make the game like more impactful.
Yeah.
But the reality of it is, if you're in the VR world, even if you're not like the character, it's more immersive. It really is. Even if it's a racing game and you're outside of the car looking down at the car, like, it's more immersive in VR. I don't know why. You know what I mean? I do know why. It's because you can look around and see the world around you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's my thought about that.
I like that. All of mine, I'm going first person.
That's okay.
Next one, Manhunt. Manhunt would be a dope game to play in first person. It would definitely be rated
That'd be
AO.
fucked up.
It'd be really fucked up. It would definitely be like a serial killer simulator, but you're killing bad guys, so it's almost a Dexter situation.
Dude, yeah. It'd be cool to do the murder or whatever and then, like, watch it back like they do in Manhunt. Like, how you watch the little tape of you doing the kill, you know what I mean? So, like, you could do it in first person and then watch it back in third person. I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, it'd be creepy. I feel like that would be just a weird thing. That actually might cause some issues.
Yeah, that part where you have to fight the pig-headed guy or whatever at the end, man.
Yeah,
fuck, bro, that would be so scary in VR.
Yeah,
bro.
I feel like if they made that game in VR, there would be some straight up government attention. Like, they'd be like, "All right, violence in video games is getting too real."
Bro, if you just had the same physics in it as like Blade and Sorcery or something, you know what I mean? But like, obviously put it in a more fucked up world with like modern weapons and stuff. Like, basically that's what that would boil down to, is like Blade and Sorcery, but like with like a darker tone to it. You know what I mean?
Real
like,
people.
Yeah.
Or like, not real people, but like...
Replace the sorcery with guns.
Yeah, and knives and bags and stuff like that. Yeah, be cool. Be interesting.
Hitman's going to be pretty fucked up in VR, too, when that comes out. There's some
fucked
up
but it's not
shit you
very
can do.
Gory. Like, I feel like...
It might be when you get, like, up close and personal to it. You know what I mean?
True.
So, obviously... Okay, this is probably the most obvious one on my list. But we got to have Outlast in VR. I'm holding out hope.
Is it not yet?
No, I mean, as far as I'm aware, there has never been Outlast VR.
See, I didn't put it on here because I thought it already existed, but why the fuck has it not been VR yet?
Isn't that like the perfect fucking game to put in
VR?
Like, am I crazy for thinking this? Like, it's beautiful. The small rooms and stuff would make for like a not heavy on draw distance type situation. You know what I mean?
And it would be absolutely terrifying.
It would be
every bit of it.
Scary, and especially parts where you're in the dark and you're like holding the camera up, because you'd have to like physically hold the camera and look through the little viewfinder to like to survive. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, that would be
scary,
perfect.
Dude.
That and Blair Witch. Blair Witch would be perfect VR.
And Blair Witch seems more realistic because Bloober Team did the Layers of Fear VR or whatever. So I feel like that could actually happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be great.
It would be good.
My next one is Friday the 13th. I feel like those like that type of game would be really easy to do in VR.
Are you talking about like the actual Friday the 13th game? That's
like the one that's already in existence.
Yeah.
It's like Dead by Daylight type game.
That could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, just to give it that next bit of immersion. Like, obviously the game's fun on its own and scary like without VR, but I feel like it could be next level, like with VR.
It would be fun being the killer in VR and
Yeah.
stabbing people onto walls and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's just I think that one's a given, but yeah.
Okay. Okay. This is one again. I put like several games mixed together. I want the BioShock collection in VR. I want the whole collection because.
Can you imagine walking into Rapture like in
VR? I can imagine
just
it.
Like,
I can imagine the plane ride and the crash and like swimming up to the fucking tower. I can imagine it all. I can imagine
even Infinite.
The
yeah.
bathysphere going down, dude. Even BioShock 2 would be sick in VR with the Big Daddy suit and the fucking mechanical arm and shit, dude.
Big old
like,
drill.
The drill, bro.
Yeah.
And three
like on the skyline thing.
Oh my god,
or whatever it's called.
And all three of them have simple enough gameplay. Because honestly, okay, what I've discovered from playing lots and lots of VR is the one thing that can make a port to VR like bogged down is like games that are too complicated.
Yeah,
like Borderlands seems like an awesome idea for VR, but it becomes too complicated. There's too many menus, too much UI. You know what I mean? It just gets bogged down. Same with Skyrim, same with Fallout. You know, they all seem like a good idea, but it's just like too much.
It needs to be simple, not a bunch of like menu hopping and stuff like that.
Exactly. BioShock is simple. It's got so many like effective moments that would be perfect in VR, like in Infinite where he like stabs you through the hand, or like the end of the first game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's so many.
Even the very beginning with like the little baby cradle, like that part would be terrifying in VR.
Or where like the Big Daddy like throws the dude through the glass.
Yeah.
And that would be so tight in VR, man.
Oh man. Yeah, that's a good call. But all the BioShocks, make them VR.
And the combat would be fun in VR. Like you have your plasmid in this hand, you have your gun in this hand. You know what I mean? It would make sense.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah. Definitely. And then Left 4 Dead would be great in VR.
Oh man, yeah.
Like, can you imagine a Left 4 Dead game in VR where like you have hordes of zombies just coming and it's you and like three of your friends, three. Wait, no, is it four? It's 3 players, right?
It's four. It's 4 players.
Yeah. Okay.
Total.
So you and 3 of your friends are just having to make it through the level, and then like the witches and like all that stuff. Oh, it'd be so terrifying. That'd be so much more terrifying to have that bitch just run up and just like start freaking going crazy on you. And then like whenever the jockey like jumps on your back, like you see like the hands and you gotta like run and they have to save you.
I was watching this behind the scenes thing for Half-Life Alyx, and they said when they were originally like deciding they were gonna make a VR game, they were experimenting with like characters from the Left 4 Dead series in VR, and apparently they decided they can't make a Left 4 Dead game right as their like flagship game because it would be too fucking terrifying in VR.
Oh, I bet, dude. But it would be so awesome. It's like, just please make it. Like, it doesn't have to be your flagship game. Just make it for the people who would enjoy something that terrifying.
Especially like I found that like co-op is really fun in VR. Like multiplayer games are like more fun to me in VR for some reason.
Because it feels real. It feels like you're there with the people like doing it.
So I really think Left 4 Dead would be a lot of fun with some online co-op going. Ooh,
that'd be spectacular.
I'd be all about it.
Anyways, what you got?
Man, that was a good one. Okay, so I want Dead Rising 1 recreated in first person.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Where you have like the photography mechanics from the game.
Skateboarding.
You can pick up any weapon, any knife, any kind of thing you can find.
It'd just be fun to walk through the mall and like look in all the stores like in first person, like like just pick up items and stuff like that. Like,
it would be so much fun.
They should remake it, like, not remaster it or whatever, or like not just port it to VR. They should remake it, or just make a whole new game called Dead Rising VR, where like it's all from the ground up built for VR, but you're in a mall. Like take
with
aspects
tons
from
of shit.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, dude.
Oh, man.
And all the like the iconic like bosses and stuff from Dead Rising, where you like stumble upon like a boss at the right time of day, or you go to a spot that you've been to a million times, but it's like the second day at 3:00, so there's a boss there all of a sudden, and like I want that, in
dude.
VR, man. Like, ooh.
They should do like fun things, like, because there's such a huge focus in Dead Rising on like being able to put on different like outfits and stuff.
Oh yeah.
You should be able to like go and like buy things out of like the little 25-cent machine, like, and get like stick-on tattoos and stuff like that, like
Put them on your arms.
Yeah, that way you can like
little
see,
rings, like that
yeah,
you can put on.
Just stupid shit like that.
Definitely, you should be able to look down and see your body and stuff too, so you can like change your outfit. Or if you want to put like a mask on, like in the original one, you should be able to do that, but you'd have to like look through the little like
the eye holes,
and
like you can look in a mirror and see yourself. Like,
bro, that would be
cool.
such a sick game. And if you're doing like a new Dead Rising, like if you just did Dead Rising VR, one of the main draws of Dead Rising like 2 and on is like vehicles in the game.
Yeah.
So like any kind of vehicle would be fun in VR.
Like the riding mower and shit.
Oh, riding mower, fucking motorcycles, all that shit. Even push mower would be fun in VR.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That'd be awesome. Good call.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot. Then my last one is a game that doesn't exist but should exist and should be made specifically for Xbox VR whenever that happens. Halo the Flood VR. Where
my God.
It's just the origins of the flood. It has it could be like something that has nothing to do with the mainline story, or it could have something to do with like Marines that got, like maybe the first Marines that came into contact with the flood, like how whenever you walk in as Master Chief and like, Guilty Spark and all that stuff where you put in the little chip and it shows you what happened to the Marines, like whenever they came in, they're like, what the fuck is that noise? And then like whenever, the flood got Captain Keyes and all that stuff, like you should go, it should tell you that story through the eyes of the Marines,
Oh, that would be terrifying.
and like just in first person VR, like really good graphics and like having to fight them. It'd be terrifying.
Honestly, Halo Combat Evolved, like remade into VR, would be like a sick ass game. Like,
it would.
The first game just completely redone in VR. I would.
It wouldn't be horror though,
No, but that would be sick. Like,
yeah, no, it would. But I feel like you get some definite Half-Life feel from it, like with the little. What are they called? The little jumpers?
Oh, the poppers or whatever?
Yeah, we always called them the pygmy poppers. Why did we call them that when we were kids?
I have no idea.
That's so weird. Like, we just made up names for that shit. But, like, we're like, oh, that's the pygmy popper. Those are the pygmies. And, like, But, like, I still don't know what they're actually called to this day. But they're just the flood,
They're pygmy poppers to me.
Yeah.
For sure.
They'll always be that. But I think that would be a fun VR experience.
Yeah,
and terrifying.
I 100% agree. Okay, so I have a couple more. I'll lay them all on you real quick.
Knock 'em out.
So I want a Dino Crisis.
Ooh, that would be awesome.
And I want it to be like, you are like, it's just like the normal Dino Crisis, maybe with like better graphics, but like you would just be the camera, and you could look around the room and stuff, but it would just be like a straight Dino Crisis remake in VR. It would be like Moss, kind of.
Yeah.
I think that would be really cool. I want Fear remade in VR. And I think with Fear, you could actually do this, okay? I think because, like, they've been doing... they did Half-Life, and they did... what's that other one? Return to the Castle of Wolfenstein on Quest pretty recently. So I think if you could do those two, especially with the Quest 2 coming out and the power that it'll have, you could totally remake Fear and put it on Quest. So I would love that.
Yeah, Fear would be really easy to port over, and it'd be fun.
And it would be so much fun. And a lot of the things Fear does with like camera play would be really cool in VR, like the way like they'll have the character turn around and then the monster will be standing right in front of you or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff would be really nice in VR.
Definitely. On that note, Condemned would be really good in VR as well.
Bro, Condemned would be so good, especially if you like remastered it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the graphics were already really good for the time.
For sure. And honestly, that's one you could probably like just port to Quest like we were just saying, you know what I mean? That would be fucking sick, dude.
Yeah. Definitely.
Man, that got me hyped.
Especially the bear scene in Condemned 2 where you're running from the fucking grizzly bear.
That shit's so scary, dude.
Just like crawling through that like wall space, and it's just like busts out. Yeah, it'd be tight.
The mannequins always freak me out.
Oh, dude, the mannequins.
They would just like, that's another game that did good things with the camera. Like you'd turn and then you'd turn back and there'd be 3 mannequins instead of 1. You know what I mean? Like, I love that.
Went from like just like a bunch of meth heads to suddenly becoming paranormal somehow.
Yeah. Dude, that's the best kind of story right there. Okay. So, and then I would do Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake. Again, these would be done just like Hellblade, where like you basically have like a full-size person in front of you and you just played it like over the shoulder like the normal game. It'd be fucking sick.
Because they already have, Resident Evil VR,
Yeah. This would be different.
Yeah.
Then I want a Dead Space remake, but this one would be remade in first person. You would be able to like see the mask the iconic mask. You'd be able to like hold the guns. There'd be like a bunch.
They'd have to change up a lot of stuff because the whole. Like, one of the cool aspects of Dead Space was the fact that there wasn't really a heads-up display, because, like, your life was shown by, like, the little light on your outfit.
Maybe you could put it on the gun or something.
Or, yeah, maybe on, like, maybe you have, like, a watch or something. Like, I don't know, like, some type of, like, smart watch. I don't know.
That would definitely work. There would be certain points in the game that would be freaking so scary, dude. Like
the necromorphs.
Oh yeah,
all that shit would be terrifying.
Little babies. The part where that tentacle thing grabs you by the leg and like drags you would be crazy in VR.
Yeah. It wouldn't make sense. Like, you'd just suddenly be like down. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you'd almost have to like lay down to make that work or something. It wouldn't feel right until you okay, what would feel weird is falling over.
Yeah.
Once you're like actually getting dragged, it would feel okay, I think. But like the virtual fake fall over would
you'd be
feel
like, what
weird.
the fuck?
They'd have to do it like Resident Evil 7 where it's like black until you're like on the ground and then I don't know.
Yeah, and then you wake up, kind of, and and it would have you like looking in the direction of the tentacle so you can see what's happening,
Exactly.
and then you're like, oh, okay.
You'd be shooting at it and stuff.
Yeah,
it'd be cool. And then I think maybe Bendy and the Ink Machine in VR.
Never played it, but I heard it's pretty good.
It's okay, but I think it'd be creepy in VR, and you wouldn't really have to do much to it other than put it in VR.
Yeah.
And that's what I got.
Awesome. I think we got some good ones.
I think so, too.
We got some good ones. But that's it for the topic of the show, guys. If you want to let us know which creepy horror games that need VR, that we didn't talk about, let us know. Now we're going to go over to the People's Champ. I think we only had 2 questions this week, so it shouldn't be too hard. 50-50.
Yes, if I can even find them. Oh, here we are. Okay.
Who you want to give it to? Who you want to give it to, Brent?
Oh, man. Okay. I'm going to give it to Dylan Parton.
Dylan Parton.
He says, with the world quickly falling into madness, what is the one weapon each of you would like to have from any gaming series?
Oh, man. That's tough. Like, if say, like, the world was falling into madness and suddenly we're in the apocalypse, all right? You got, like, people running rampant, like, it's like Mad Max outside, like, people are fucking souping up their cars. Speaking of which, I saw a guy who had the legit, like, Mad Max car from Fury Road. Like,
that's sick.
Yeah, it was tight. Like, he drove by, like, the Kroger up here, and, like, I was just like, what the fuck? It was some old dude, and he had it, like, rigged like to look exactly like it and everything.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, so imagine that, but he's actually using it to fucking kill you. So like the world's getting that crazy. What weapon are you using, Brent? You get to pull any one weapon from. You got to protect yourself. You got to protect your girlfriend. You got to protect your cats. Like people are. I'm not gonna last very long because I'm insulin dependent. So. I'm not too worried about this, but
Well, if you had the right kind of weapon, you could just go take over a pharmacy.
That's true. Find a doctor or like find like a biologist or whoever makes the shit and be like, you're gonna make this forever.
I think the real thing that you're gonna want here is some kind of like energy weapon that you don't need ammo for. Because like the biggest thing isn't gonna be having a weapon; it's gonna be having a weapon with ammunition. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is going to sound basic, but it's not, okay? Because what I want is the Master Sword. Reason why is because, one, it's a range weapon. You can hit people from far away with it. It's not just a sword. It's also like basically a bow. Like you can shoot blasts of energy at people from a distance.
Assuming you have mana.
Well, that's the thing. You don't need mana. I'm going to use it. I'm going to connect it to my type 1 diabetes. When my blood sugar is not doing well, I can't use it as a ranged weapon.
Okay.
So whenever I have my insulin and I'm all good, then it becomes like the full master sword. I can blast people from far away. So that's like my whole goal in life is to make sure I have insulin, and I'm all good and my health is nice. So, and I'll use it for good, and also to make sure that my slave biologist is constantly working on my insulin. He's just like, please let me go. I'm like, shut up. It's like, you work for me now. But I'll protect him and his family. They just have to keep making me insulin, and I'll just stand around and fight for him and like everybody. It's a symbiotic relationship.
I like that. I think for me, and I'm kind of going out on a limb here because it's like, because the Avengers game exists.
Oh, okay.
But I would have the Iron Man armor probably.
Like just the suit?
Yeah, well, I'd have to install the thing in my chest, I think, right?
Yeah, I don't think you can. That's kind of like.
Okay, fuck the Iron Man armor. I would go. Okay, they put fucking Thanos in Fortnite. I want the Infinity Stones on the glove, right? I could do that.
Yeah,
Smoke
so
people.
you're just gonna literally snap and destroy half the universe.
Fuck yeah.
That's fucked up, dog.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to snap and destroy the dude who's fucking with me.
Can you just affect one person with that?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want with that shit.
Okay.
You're like God, basically. If you
Wow. But you have to wear that really tacky glove, though.
Yeah, but everybody know not to fuck with me. They'd be like, oh, that guy's got
the Infinity Gauntlet, bro. Yeah, I like that. Okay, good call. Those are our weapon choices, Dylan.
Yeah, thanks, Dylan. Good question. Okay.
Just for the listener questions, we have one.
We got Aaron Jones here. He says, thoughts on the live-action Resident Evil series? I think the casting choices will do the characters justice. Who would you have casted? I think, Jamal, are you looking that up?
Yeah, I'm looking up the IMDb to see. I think it comes out in 2021, I think is what it said. So I'm gonna see if there's already a IMDb for it.
Jamel's gonna look that up. We're gonna get that for you. Here, I'll pull it up too.
I'm only seeing. Untitled Resident Evil reboot. Here it goes. Okay. The plot is being kept under wraps.
Why is Chucky?
Yeah, why is it showing a picture of Chucky? But so these are the people playing the characters. So like I don't recognize any of them. Tom Hopper.
Okay, Wesker doesn't look like Wesker at all. Hold up.
Robbie Amell. That's Chris Redfield.
Chris could work.
It's a very American Chris Redfield.
Claire can work.
Yeah.
They look like brother and sister.
William Birkin.
That guy is supposed to be Leon Kennedy.
What the fuck?
Hell no, dude.
They got Joe Jonas over here playing fucking Leon Kennedy.
All right, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it looks like the CW version of fucking like what's good. Like seriously, these people look like teenagers. Like I don't know what's happening. I was expecting like 30-year-old,
It's better than Mia Jovovich or whatever, but still.
Yeah, definitely. I am excited though. I don't even care that it looks like a CW cast. Like I want, like I'm ready to see what can be done with a horror version of the Resident Evil, like in a film. Like I think it's so dumb that they made these Resident Evil movies and made them action movies. Like, come on, guys. We want the horror. We want the horror.
Yeah, what were they thinking? That's like making a Silent Hill movie a comedy or something.
I'm surprised that didn't happen. The first Silent Hill movie was actually pretty good.
Oh, I thought you were about to say it was actually a comedy.
It was actually hilarious, dude. Jim Carrey was Pyramid Head, and like
that would be really fucking funny.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, that's it for listener questions. Brent, round out the show with whatever you're doing this week.
All right, we're doing the mystery game giveaway again this week.
More games for free.
Yeah, so guys, if you're playing on Steam on PC, I've got some codes for you. Also, if you miss out on these, or if you just check out last week too. There might be
there were free games given away at the end.
Some games sitting over there too, so check it out. But check this out. We got Saints Row 4 here for you. So this code is going to be Z. I'm going fast this week, so you got to just hope for the best. 3EXI2 AQ75A. So check it out. We got Saints Row there for you. For some reason, I keep getting Narcos Rise of the Cartels in these fucking packages. So I'll probably just give away Narcos every single
every week.
So we got Narcos Rise of the Cartels here. It's going to be BK5L0 FPF5T I9IWQ. And one of my favorites, we've got Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition here.
Nice.
So it's going to be QMN06 KY8VH K7CCY. So check these out, guys. If you're listening to this way later in the week, check it out anyway. Most of our listeners are console players, so these are probably still there.
Yeah.
Get on it. Get happy. Enjoy.
Yeah. Also, remember, you've been listening to GameSpeak Podcast courtesy of GameSpeakPodcast.com. The show posts for free every Wednesday on all podcast platforms, but you can watch it live before anyone else on twitch.tv/GameSpeakPodcast every Tuesday evening at 7:50 p.m. CST. Be sure to submit any questions you want us to read on the show to the GameSpeak Podcast Facebook group at facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast. Check out our video content on youtube.com/CreateForSanity. And if you want to stay up to date with your boys, you can find me on Twitter at the handle Aljafra Jamel and Brent at Brent Has One. And that's the number 1. And check out the GameSpeak Podcast Instagram. Until next time, listeners, later.